But good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy CPI Wednesday. Let's take a look at some things here, shall we? So we've got price so far. I'm showing you guys regular trading hours just so I can mark out consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. That's what org stands for. Opening range gap, consequent encroachment. Put this middle just like so. And other than that, we got price so far. We're tracing down from the news, obviously. Let me turn this on quick just to see the opening prices. Electronic trading hours. So we're right at consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. And we'll see if we actually get a full two-stage delivery on NQ today or not. Right now, we do have SMT present with this internal low here on Dow Jones. Haven't taken it out yet. We've taken it out on ES and NQ. And obviously we've retraced roughly 50%. Looks like we've traded into OTE of the range here. Let me put my other fib on. So we've traded into OTE of the range, which is why I'm not really too keen on, like, if we pull back into here, just getting short right away. So just kind of gonna want to be patient with this and see, do we invert all this and want to keep heading higher? We are relatively close to the all-time highs. March high, which is the all-time high, 18,707. We're in pretty close proximity to that. So, and we're in a hard time for market maker buy model, right? So, otherwise, let's take a peek here at dollar. See what dollar's doing. Dollar is already traded up past the news data highs, 8:30 open. So if dollar were to start retracing back down and kind of begin sell side of the curve, then that would look like NQ obviously working higher as well. So really eyes on these inefficiencies here and what we do with them. I'd say if we invert them, I definitely don't hate the idea of potentially trying even longs through the data highs. It is acting like it wants to go, huh? What I might do here is I might just try it with one
order filled
for a long here. Stop loss going below this last down close candle on the other side of these inefficiencies here. See if I can get a better entry here on perhaps this account here. But I'm in guys on my Top Step X account. I'm gonna put a limit here on my Tradovate right here. Yeah, a little too much risk there. Kind of the benefit of two different accounts here. I get to YOLO into one trade and not so much on the other one. But yeah, guys, I am in on Top Step X. Got a pretty bad fill by the looks of this now. But we saw what happened yesterday. Just literally freaking ripped. Never pulled back to any of these gaps. Pulled back now to the first fair value gap here. Just what I was afraid of. Might not get picked up on this other account. But all the reasons for the long, traded back to OT of the range, SMT at the low at Dow Jones. A lot of relative equal highs up here, drawing towards data highs and drawing towards all-time highs. Also, time of day is important, so we're in the macro. This is the manipulation that happened right at 9:50 going into 10 o'clock. Swept sell side. Partial as you wish, as always. Once we run this high here, I'm probably trailing my stop up here. All right, we did leave the 5-minute fair value gap behind. Could trade back into that. So, mentally, I'm going to, mentally once we run these highs here, like I'm not going to be willing to take a loss anymore. I'm not going to jam my stop up, I don't think. I'm not going to let myself take a loss. If we start really displacing back down, I might just hop out. But not yet. We didn't take this high yet. 5-minute gap still open. That's too big of a stop, dude. I'll leave it. I'm just gonna leave this one. If it gets hit, it gets hit. Want to see a strong reaction out of here. 930 supporting price. 5-minute BISI. Could come down deeper for this BPR. We'll see. Yeah, I turned my the reason you see me looking up here. So, and I don't know if it looks different for you guys, like seeing my screen share. But I got a smaller monitor instead of my ultra wide one for actual like recording my screen and screen sharing and whatnot. And then I took my ultra wide monitor and I flipped it, mounted it vertically. But does it look different from your guy, like from the screen share perspective, since I'm not sharing like the big ultra wide? Or does it look the same? I always thought like the YouTube videos of the session recordings looked kind of distorted. So we came down into the 5-minute gap. So in my opinion, we've come down, we've retraced to do what we've needed to do. I would like to see it not return there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep holding partial as you wish though. If you do more than one contract and you want a partial there, if you haven't already, it's a good spot. But yeah, I think I got left behind, I would say, on the other account. All good. Gonna go ahead and delete that buy limit there. If we close back in here, I might just close this. I want to see it keep closing out outside. Okay. You fucker. I'm gonna give it one more candle. Close like right on it. I'm not gonna make nothing over an extra 200 bucks. Okay, I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. I mean, I would like to see it still continue up there, but this is the new me, baby. If I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm fucking getting out. I'm not gonna stop to break even and making no money anymore. These fucking on personal accounts, it's easier. You can partial and just hold. You can scratch that itch by partialing. But when you only got one contract, you got to make fucking decisions and live with them. And I'm sick of getting stopped at break even and then having to go, then having to go the rest of the way. So I'm not gonna make nothing. I'll take my fucking little $600 base hit, $500 base hit apparently after the end of that. But that was with a pretty fucking terrible fill, I'd say. You know, I could have had any of these entries in here, but I entered in on this wick as we're pushing up, thinking we might just run. Would have loved to have been in on two different accounts so I could manage one way and one the other, but let me know if you guys are still holding. I also, just so you guys are aware, I did go ahead and I took advantage of the Apex sale. I've never used them before. You guys know how I feel about them. I dislike the equity-based drawdown rule. But I would like to think that my opinion, I'll put it this way. I don't like when my opinion is not based in experience, right? It's all based on just like my speculation of it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm actually going to try it out. I'm not going to be a closed-minded son of a bitch. I'm try it out, see if I like them, hate them. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, I bought the 250K accounts because they're like $18 or whatever. And I was messing around with them a little bit pre-market. Well, not pre-market, but before our session, right after open. But anyway, yeah, I got these. I actually bought 4 of them, but only 3 were active by the time. I don't know why it takes a while, but Anyway, yeah, took a little short scalp here this morning, kind of like a turtle soup type entry, and then I just closed it right away. But was what is it, up $800 per account so far? It's like a 15K profit target though, so that's really nothing. I was just messing around with actually trading on Tradovate with the trade copier. So I'll you know, give an honest review, and any opinion I'll have moving forward will be from experience, not from just things I've heard or research I've done or anything like that. So I'll put my money where my mouth is, so to speak. And who knows, maybe I'll pass all these and get funded $1 million with Apex. Could be worse, right? Rolling in here to 4 minutes past the half-hour mark. Let's see, can we get up there? Oh, there you go, guys. Yay. All right. So even the people that held, you guys got a little extra bonus bag. But good deal. Yeah, man, if we would have if I would have just jumped in my trade yesterday too, man, it'd be a good week so far, cuz well, that trade yesterday was painless, or would have been. But yep, all the reasons again for the trade, just to recap. You know, we did get a partial two-stage delivery. CPI up, back down, traded back to OTE of the news range, if that's the way you'd like to phrase it. OTE of the news range, opening range gap, consequent encroachment. And then once this got inverted, felt pretty good about the long. So, and we're in a higher time for market maker buy model, which we've kind of talked about that for a couple weeks now. And obviously dollar, DXY coming in clutch there. Nice, perfect. Still think there's more room to go on this, especially if dollar wants to trade all the way back down to data lows. And that's kind of what I'm waiting to see now. Like, what do we do with this high? Are we going to reverse? It's definitely a sensitive area for sure. Or are we going to just displace right on through it? We'll take them. So I'm going to call it there though, guys. And I will keep you guys posted in the Discord. And this is just what I'm wanting to see happen. So that could change just depending on more data. But for now, that's what I'll wait for, is something like that. Pull down into here and see if we can enter another market maker buy model, is what I'm thinking, guys. So enjoy the rest of your guys' Wednesday. Happy Green Day. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on. Peace out, everybody.